Hello, and welcome to another episode of Stream for Initiative, where natural 20s are never natural, natural ones are. Alcohol consumption is strongly advised, and viewer discretion is merely a suggestion. Wow, we're on session 49, guys. Almost to 50. In what?
Yep, we're
A little
almost
over
over
a
the hill.
year. Almost over the hill.
Oh no, I don't
How
have
does
my
that make you
alcohol.
feel?
Terrified.
I feel like we've gone full circle considering where we are and what day it is.
Yes, that was actually going to be my announcement I was going to make. This day, last year, you were exactly in the same place. Not in the same town, but exactly the same inn and everything. 1 year ago this day.
Oh my.
Happy Mother's Day.
Oh my god, really?
On Mother's Day.
it's
On
Mother's
Mother's Day
Day.
last year.
Okay, that's amazing.
We've come full circle.
Wow.
We just have some new people on board with us.
We
Except
have
in game,
we have
it
new
hasn't
people.
been a year, nowhere near.
Yeah. Nope.
Mm-hmm.
And but the town has looked a little different. It definitely looks different. So definitely things have happened. But yeah, I just thought that was really cool.
That
It
is
that
really
is
cool.
awesome.
That's pretty awesome.
Wow. Couldn't
Um,
plan it like this. Well,
So
you could.
a few announcements real fast. I am having some throat problems, so I am talking a little quieter, but I'm closer to the mic, so hopefully it's okay. So voices or anything might be a little different, if there are any. Who knows?
Aw,
Depends on how we get where we get to.
no Tibetan throat singing or
Nah, none of that stuff.
NPC.
Why are you reading my mind?
Next thing is we're going to be trying out some new sound effects using a different page. So hopefully that sounds cool and we get to use it. So this is a kind of a trial run for that. And also a trial run of some new maps and dynamic lighting and things coming up, possibly depending on where the story goes. So lots of cool things. Does anybody else have anything else they want to talk about real fast before we get going? All right, guess not. So, it has been 2 weeks, and for me, it feels like it's been a month. I almost can't remember exactly what was going on last time. So, Leliola is gonna catch us up. Take it away.
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Hold on, I need to find the paper. Where did I leave it? Okay. I have too many things open.
He was too busy adding everybody in general chat.
Yeah. I'm atting you. We're going to be at it, friends. I don't know what that is, but we're going to be it.
Yeah, we're at it.
We're added. Let's see. The group continues southwards to Worcester, and eventually whatever. Nayoda takes a moment to turn back towards Groger and asks what they saw the previous night with the baby dinosaur. Groger tries to look to Rodan for his help discussing the matter, but Rodan is keeping pace at the head. What head?
Head of the group in the front.
Ah. It almost sounded like you were like walking on someone's head. Where was it? Oh, yeah. So he informs Milan. The dinosaur seems to keep following them, and Groger is concerned that Nayoda is still having visions about it. Milan brings the group in for a huddle and discussion. Though Gomo is still tired and not feeling well, at the slightest opportunity he dives into the bag in search for food. Oh no. The group tries to discuss what to do about the baby dino, and concerned about what happens when they get close to it. I'm sorry. I knock Gomo into his bag, and the group eventually decides to see if they can find the dino and establish contact once again, if only to see where it is and how closely it wants to pursue. You know, I still think that was funny until it wasn't funny. I mean, that's just
Yeah,
how
that's
it
usually
works.
how that goes.
But it was still funny.
I beg to differ.
I said sorry. The plan is to lure the dino in with food, considering it was looking for food the previous night. Groger waves around some fish while I sit on top trying to see if I can spot the dino. Oh, wait. This is where I was sitting on your shoulder, right, Groger? He's not saying anything.
Silence is deafening.
I didn't
The
think
sweating
was
that is happening over there.
I didn't think that was that heavy. Anyways, I don't spot the dino, but does notice Gomo hasn't said anything for a while because he likes to talk. A look inside his bag shows the bag of holdings with the drawstrings pulled through, and Gomo seems to be mumbling through the hole. Neither Rodan or I can get our fingers into the hole. But Nilon's brute force opens the bag and pulls out Gomo, desperately holding on to drawstring to prevent from falling into the bag's depths. This is apparently enough to traumatize Gomo, now and curling up in the
Hyperventilating.
fetal position and starts crying. That's right, you did cry. I forgot about that.
Wow.
I just remembered him having trouble breathing, not crying. Gomo half decides to throw the bag of holding away, but the rest of the group convinces him that someone else can hold it, which is me, instead of him throwing it away or destroying it. Otherwise, he could sell it for much needed gold, which is not gonna happen, because you know how much stuff I could put in that bag? First town we go to, where was I? In the commotion of trying to rescue Gomo, the baby dino has arrived. Most of the group eyes it with suspicion, except for me. I'm not afraid. And, Nyoda is willing to make contact with it. The dinosaur is able to make,
Rudimentary.
word communications to Nyoda about feeling, but Nilon decides to cast Speak with Animals and begins talking to the dino. The baby dino is accidentally named Magic after Nilon has a slight miscommunication error and forgets that the dino is only a few days old. The dino quickly warms up to Nilon and me, but Rodon's suspicion about the dino makes him act defensively with his quarterstaff for a while and carries a lingering distrust towards the whole encounter. Although I still say that he could pass for your son if we go to a town. All we gotta do is paint him blue. Yes? Yes?
Pretty sure that's not how that works.
That's exactly how it works. That's where babies come from, just out of thin air. I lost my place. Oh. The dino tries to gently conform Gomo, who is still weirded out from the bag. Now weirded out by the dino approaching him again.
Gomo, you've been conformed.
Eventually, the whole group accepts Magic along with them, apart from Rodan, who still is probably freaking out because it's probably actually his son, and continued southward. As night sets in, the group finally reaches Warser's ruins again. They decide to make shelter in the old inn. Magic heads off in his own thing, and Nyoda and Rodan head off to look for food and alcohol. The two actually get a decent store along with some gold in the ruins. You guys got gold?
Well, no, they gave it all to me, but
While the spoils are decent, the two do note that there are almost no bodies remaining in the village. Despite the ruins and general disarray of the town, even before, Rodan and Nyoda decide to head back to Fegnog's old mushroom. And the ruins of Fegnog's body is still there. Am I supposed to read the little half circles things?
if
Of
you want
some
to.
solace, since it means she likely can be subjected to necromancy. Nyoda wonders there about how much trouble she brought on the group by being with the egg and how things might have turned out differently if they hadn't stopped at Worcester. But Rodan notes that the progression with the egg led to things like finding Groger, the friendship bracelets. Wait, hold on. Didn't I get the bracelets before we found the eggs?
I just made note of those things in general.
Okay. and using the friendship bracelet I made for Groger as a failsafe for his collar. All good things. Nyoda wonders both if she will ever be able to go home due to her connection on the surface, and if home will ever accept her due to the amount of possible identity-stealing monsters in the Underdark. Rodon sympathizes, given his own unwillingness to head home, an idea that isn't helped by his own revelation he might be becoming slightly racist. He still has trouble talking to Groger due to associating him and half-orcs with the other one who might have killed in the street fight. Nyoda tries to comfort him and tells him he's grown strong and made some progress, but Rodan is not convinced and ends up running off and leaving Nyoda behind, wanting privacy and apparently not keen on facing the group again so soon. Meanwhile, we managed to get the bath. It wasn't difficult. There had to be an easier way, but Gomo always has to make things difficult. But we did get some food going too. Linon makes some fish, the Rodan cut with some extra stuff. We get a decent meal, and everything settled down for the night, but Rodan's not back yet. Gomo does put some magic thing around us in the inn, and, well, looks like Nyoda and Groger got the first watch. Good luck.
Don't
Oh,
everyone
I
talk
was
at
muted.
once.
Yep, I was muted. Of course, I was talking. Sorry. I was saying thank you, Liliola, for catching us up on everything. Much appreciated. It's always interesting hearing how you pronounce words and places. It's great time.
My pronunciation is perfect.
Say Arden Run.
Sure.
Arden.
Alderaan.
Alderaan. Looking for
Alright.
love in Alderaan places.
Moving on.
All right, so Groger and Nyoda, first watch. If I could get you guys to roll a let's do a survival check.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Now question for the group. You guys, if I'm right, are staying inside the inn. So, are you guys trying to like be stealthy in this inn? Are you like covering windows? Are you covering the campfire, or are you just like there?
I'm just asleep.
I don't think I would have worried about it because we were keeping a lookout for any weirdness, but didn't see anything. So I don't think I'm worrying about it.
Okay.
I mean, with all the noise we'd made trying to get the bath, I think we're safe.
All right. Okay.
I mean,
So
the town
you
looked
guys
completely empty when we were coming in. So
it did. Yes.
I wouldn't care.
Okay. So, you guys make your first watch. Are you making your first watch inside or outside?
Outside.
Outside.
Outside, yeah.
All right. So actually, then, if you're doing it outside, go ahead and make your perception check for me.
Damn it. Now I just don't have a plus anything. Okay. Oh, well, that's an 18 flat. Cool.
That's hilarious because I also got 19. But with perception, it's 18 plus 4.
All right. So, I would like Nuda,
Yee.
will you roll a d20 for me?
Yee. Get this sparkly pink dice on the scene. Boom. That is a 5.
Okay. So, as you guys spend your time together, seems to go quietly, and the ruins of the town it's pretty well lit from the moon, so you guys can see fairly well. But again, no real movement. Very quiet. So your time is yours if there's anything that you guys want to discuss. Otherwise, we can move on to the next group.
I'm mostly waiting for Rodon to come back, so I'll be up until he does.
And I didn't say it, but seeing that Rodon wasn't back either was like a bit worrying. So just wanted to make sure he got back and stay with Nyota. Because I'm also worried about her.
So, as you guys wait, and the time goes by quite longer than you would have had expected to be your time frame of keeping watch before Rodon would return. So, did you want to are you going to stay up past your time in waveform?
I'd like to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, Rodon does come back very, 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 very either late in the evening or early in the morning, however you want to discuss it. But he does eventually come back. So, Rodon, when you come back, whenever it is that you do, which we've talked about this, it is still Nyota and Groger that are keeping watch. And you do see them outside the inn, kind of just keeping an eye out.
Walks up. What shift is it?
Did you get any sleep?
What shift is it?
I'm gonna look at Groger.
Sorry, when he says what shift is it, like just first shift? I'm make sure I'm understanding the question. Like
Yeah, he's
me as a
asking
player.
like who was because normally you watch in turns, and the reason why you would watch in turns is so everybody can get a long rest while still keeping watch.
No, I'm just
So he's
making
asking you
sure.
basically, yeah, he's basically asking you, whose watch was it, and are you guys, are you guys from the first shift or second shift or whatever?
I just wanted to make sure I answered it properly. Okay. It's still the first shift. But you should rest if you've been out all night.
No need it. You guys go in. Fucking ridiculously late with you. And then I'll watch.
You need to eat. You ran away before Neelon served dinner.
Funnily enough, I don't feel like I need it as often lately. You go in.
Are you sure you're gonna be okay?
I'll be fine. I've had time to think.
I'm gonna pat his big old hand with my little hand, and I'll go inside.
I'm relieved to see you back safe. And I'm gonna go inside, but I don't go to sleep. Can I go in the kitchen and check for is there any leftovers from dinner?
I would have portioned out enough for everybody, so there should be a serving for for Rodon. Maybe
Okay.
some leftovers if no one grabbed them.
You guys do
Okay.
remember that you were traveling with the Gomo, right?
I was gonna say.
Did
Yeah, but it is also
Hobo
Neelon,
eat
and gosh
it
knows he'd probably keep it from eating it.
I don't know. Probably because I mean, if you remember right, the you guys were traveling and he was feeling a lot of negative effects with the past things that have happened. So he was eating a lot to try to counter those things. So it's possible. What do you think, Gomo? Do you think you would have eaten any leftovers?
A little bit more than usual, but you can only fit so much food inside a halfling.
Okay, let's tell you what. I'll roll for it. There's no leftovers.
I was just about to say, I don't know if Gomo knows what leftovers
I'll say like this: if Gomo was allowed, if I was allowed to,
are.
if I had access
Wait,
to
did
it,
you roll
and
already?
if my
So
tummy had
there
room
is
for
a
it, I would have eaten it.
yeah there's a portion left for Rodon. Other than that, there isn't any leftovers.
Alrighty.
I will just take the portion that's meant for Rodon. I'm just gonna leave it next to him.
And eat it. No.
Yeah, let me just plop down right in front of him and just slowly eat. Like this could have been yours if you were here.
Wow. Where's this character? I want this character.
No.
Prepping the stunning strike. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I knew.
Preparing
You're actually
to
doing
dash
it.
away. I'm sorry. No, I'm gonna just set it next to him. It's for you. You don't have to eat it, but you should get something in your stomach. And I'm just gonna go back inside. Oh god, where is there to sleep? How many rooms are there? Is there a bed?
I think it was just a pile on the
Yeah,
floor.
there was
Yeah, I think we
basically.
just piled.
Yep. There was a lot of stuff everywhere. And
Just climb into someone's bed.
No!
Take
it
a
wasn't
spot
even
and
about
unroll your
beds. It was just
bedroll.
bed rolls and spaces laid out
Don't-
where more you need.
Road for whose bed you go into.
Let's see. If it's a 1, it's Lily. If it's a 2, it's a Lily. If it's 3, Lily.
So
If it's a
If it's a
4,
four?
reroll.
It's a trap. It's a trap. There's no losing move.
Yeah.
so good. I'm just gonna you pick up kids and shit. I'm just gonna take a seat against the wall, kind of just lean against it, and just go to bed like that.
Okay, sounds good. And Yoda, what are you doing? Yoda?
I
Oh,
just curl up in a corner.
okay. So, Ronan, you are left outside by yourself. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me, please.
Should be noted, I had a torch with me. It's still lit.
Okay.
That is an 11 plus 5, 16.
Okay. So, would you mind? Actually, I'll do it. Maybe if I can find the correct dice.
Is it that one?
It is this one. Thank you. Oh. Okay. So, as you are spending your time contemplating You see a little rodent of some sort kind of scurry past your legs towards the door to go inside the inn.
Take staff, put in front of door, flick.
You flick the rodent.
Yes.
All right, and it gets flicked and it's kind of flies off into a bush, and you hear a little noise that it makes. And then after that happens, you see a giant bird fly down right on top of it. And then you hear a rustle for a second, and then you see the bird fly away with something in its claws.
Oh, no.
But other than that, seems to go pretty smooth. So, as you were late getting there, you will be the last watch. So make sure everybody else puts a long rest, except for you, Rodon.
I probably took a short one, but yeah, not a long.
While you were out.
Yes.
All right.
Don't think that changes much about what I did though, so.
Okay. Well, night turns to day. While you're outside, you can watch the sunrise over what's left of this town, and you could think about the last time you guys were here and how crazy it was with the battle that occurred, and the time before that when it was full of people and you guys had all the fun with the celebration, and you guys have had a lot of weird times in this town. Every time you come here, it's something different. But other than that, it is daytime. Pretty early, unless you just want to move on, and we can wake everybody up and move on from there.
It should be noted that at some point during the evening, Rodon did eat. It wouldn't have
All
been
right.
immediately, but he would have eaten the food that Groger gave him.
Yay.
Sounds good. Yeah. You think that was Maki that got taken by the bird?
I hope not.
Stop that.
He never checked.
He sure didn't.
No. I
Okay.
refuse.
All right. So, if anything else, you guys wake up now, pretty refreshed. Como, you are feeling better than you were the day before, but
Yay.
not quite yourself.
Long rest?
Long rest.
Yahoo.
Should be noted, Como, that even though you feel a lot better and that long rest definitely helps you, you do feel like you have some lasting side effects, and
Mm-hmm.
it's a little
Okay.
interesting to feel that. The rest of you, you're good. Welcome to a new day.
Naota would have subconsciously scooted over to whoever was the warmest. And the closest to her. And just sort of like slept on top of them.
Gomo, you wake up with an Naota attached to you.
The two little ones keeping each other warm.
Wait,
Adorable.
I wake up to what?
Naota attached to you, basically. In
Apparently.
her sleep, you were the closest one, so she just
Uh,
go into the warmth and made her way over and just snuggled up to whatever the closest person was, and happened to be you.
Okay. Did I have any nightmares?
Roll a d20.
Is this a skill check?
Just roll a d20 for me.
I ask because I still have exhaustion level 1, which means I
Oh
roll at
no,
disadvantage.
you don't have to do that. No, just roll a d20. I got you. Thank you.
18.
Okay. So it was an even odd thing. So no, you slept pretty good. Matter of fact, you wake up and you can't remember dreaming at all.
Ah, what a refreshing rest. And it's ruined. Like, I'm trying to wiggle myself out, away.
What's the plan?
Well, I think the
Setbacks.
wiggling would wake me up, and I'd stretch, roll over, stretch again, and stand up, dust myself off.
I'm just gonna get up, search for maybe some eggs or something to cook breakfast. If not, then just start packing up and getting ready to go.
Yeah, so you get up and you go to the kitchen and there's nothing really left to cook anything with, and you do realize that there is no food left over from yesterday either. So either scrounging up some
I
rations.
thought I went hunting. I thought I went hunting for the morning.
I do remember that, but if you remember, I also
Okay.
remember that you had you ended up not finding much.
Okay.
Yeah, she found berries and a raccoon.
Yep, that's what it was.
Yeah,
Which you-
I just wasn't 100% sure either, so I was like,
Yeah,
wanted to
good
bring it
call.
up.
So there, you go in the kitchen and you find a pile of berries.
No. So he'll just start packing up and getting ready to head out whenever everyone else is up and ready.
DM, I'm casting Unseen Servant,
Okay, what for?
having him tidy everything up, pack super fast, ready to go.
All right. All right, so Gomo's off to the side, not packing, but somehow everything is getting packed around him. Just like the lazy bones as he is.
It's not laziness, efficiency.
Efficiency. That's what they all say. All right, so I'm assuming everybody gets ready, packs up, heads out.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Also, if I see that Rodon did eat the food, I'm just gonna have a small smile on my face. That's all.
Make a perception check.
Oh fuck!
Come on, you know me. You know I'm gonna make you roll.
You baited him.
That's a 7. He doesn't see shit. He's just gonna have endless anxiety. Watching him go on number 8. Just let me have this.
So as you guys leave and you look for the plate that was there, and the plate's gone, so you can't really tell if it was eaten or not eaten, but it's not there, so take that as you will.
Hopefully
All right.
he ate it.
Is Gomo still being or still slow? I don't know how else to phrase that. Is he still lagging a little bit?
Gomo?
I messaged you something.
Oh, okay. But do you think you would still be lagging after your long rest?
Um, from
If he is, I'm gonna
I-
pick him up and carry him again.
No, I'm not as sluggish or
Okay.
like
So
moving slow.
backtrack a little bit while you guys are getting ready and everything. Gomo, you can go ahead and say that out loud if you want. It's fine. Since backtrack a little bit, you're gonna put food on the table.
Oh, just the rations. I'm putting like 5 packs of rations on the table.
Is it a makeshift breakfast for everybody? I'm assuming.
Something like that. I'm already at the door.
Wait, did you eat?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
You look over and turn over and like, I'm already munching on something.
Okay. Why did I even ask?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if anybody wants to eat, there's food on the table, or you can just pick it up and bring it with you, or leave it there.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
take it
grabbing one
with.
and I'll take it with.
Taking one.
Yeah.
Taking with.
Well, I guess peer pressure. I'm following everybody.
Ain't that always the way?
I am actually gonna look for, as we travel, I am gonna look for something fresh, and I would like to locate magic.
Okay, sure. So you're casting locate magic.
Yes, I'm casting locate magic.
Cast locate magic. All right. So what's the plan, Nate? Are you looking for food?
Yeah, I'm looking for anything that I can quickly, like squirrels or anything I can quickly grab for me and Magic to munch on the way as we walk.
So roll just roll perception. Actually, roll animal handling for me.
That is a 4 + 8.
Okay, so as you're looking around for magic, you don't see him anywhere. But then you remember you can just you have this link with him, so shouldn't be too hard to at least kind of get an idea of where he's at. And as you're thinking about this, you start catching images of you see weird flashes of lots of different things in succession. You see these massive dinosaurs having like a battle, and they're of dinosaurs that you've never seen before, of strange colors. And then it flashes to a familiar sight of some type of altar with lots of Alzak around it, and then it flashes to another scene of him looking up at you, and you start realizing that these are obviously images, maybe memories or dreams or something, but you get the idea that he's sleeping still. So you're not seeing what he's seeing. You're seeing flashes of images in his head as he's sleeping.
Ah.
So you don't know where he's at, but at least you know he's alive.
Well, someone's deciding to sleep in today.
But I mean, he's been able to find his way around so far, so probably be all right. All right. So what's the plan, guys? What are we doing?
Going south.
Heading to a town.
Heading to a town near you. Dream for initiative. Okay.
Everybody throw out the red carpet for sex!
Oh.
I'm just leaving.
I'm gonna do a perfect
Huh?
I'm gonna do a perfect imitation of Neelan pinching the middle of his, like, between his eyes.
As
Walk
I'm
off.
doing that and walking away.
Rodon will quicken his pace.
Refer to confused Naota sticker.
She keeps shortening septum extraneous or sept X to sex, and I'm so done with it.
Hey. All right.
Leaving.
All right. So, on your journey, are we going by the previous group, like who's leading and everything?
I'll take point.
Oh my god, I have too many tabs. I couldn't find it. Okay.
I will
Not
take
too
up the
far
rear.
behind.
Okay, I'm gonna move magic over there for the moment, since we don't know where magic is. All right, so we have Neelon, then Rodon, Lily, Gomo, Groger, Neota. Okay. Neelon.
Yes.
Man. Will you roll a d20 for me?
Sure. I'll use the big one. The big one hasn't steered me wrong. That's a 7.
I like you said the thing. you know how this works.
All right.
Ah,
and then,
we don't know.
Why would you
We don't
say
know
that?
what it
Now I
is
need
yet.
you-
It can hear
Now I
you.
need you to roll a d6 for me.
Oh shit. That's a 5. You face an ancient white dragon.
So as you guys are traveling, you start seeing dark clouds ahead of you, and eventually, as you're walking, you do realize that you are walking into some type of storm, and it does pick up, and it does start raining.
You're welcome, guys.
Raised down in Africa.
Naota just looks angry wet cat expression.
Oh, time to go back inside the bag. Put Maki in her little bed and put my hood up to cover my
Oh.
head.
Just curiosity, real fast. It only shows the two of you guys are connected, and I do have rain playing. So can you guys actually hear it, or?
I do
can hear
not.
it.
I hear it.
Oh, it says connection failed on mine.
Mine has to reconnect.
Now I hear it. Mine had to reconnect.
Apologies. We
you're
might
good.
have found one of the issues, but we'll keep going. We'll see what happens.
Hold on,
Does it
I'll
time
just reconnect.
I'm not sure. I mean, it's still working for me, and it might have timed out.
I have reconnected. I can hear it.
Okay. There we go. Now I see all of you guys.
Is it
I
just
hear
a
it.
drizzle, or is it like, are there lightning,
So
thunder?
it's just a drizzle for now.
For now, he says.
For now.
I stand by what I said.
All right.
Angry wet cat look.
Angry wet. Yes.
Did no one look up the weather forecast?
What's that?
That's what we have a weather gnome for.
What's that?
Okay.
Is a
Look
weather
up.
gnome a
Is it
race?
raining? Then it's raining.
What kind of race is a weather gnome? I have never heard of that. And I am a gnome.
All right,
It's
so
the kind
You're
of race
from
that
on
tells
the
you.
Underdark.
So we still heard stories about up
You
here.
didn't even know about the
Or-
gnome guys over in the mushroom village we just left.
Okay, fair.
the Mushroom Village.
You failed us, weather gnome!
Wait, is that an actual thing?
No.
Do you have an address for him? Can I write like an official complaint?
Sure.
What is an address? What? Never mind. We'll talk about it later.
Wow. That felt
No, we're
forced.
talking about it now. It doesn't exist.
No, more. It's a habit, and it's constantly said all the time. So I already know the answer to any
Just
of my
walking
questions.
off. Just walking off.
Is this a sports team now? Walk it off. Walk it off.
I like the rain.
All right. So as your travel continues and you guys
Hey,
are
we're
getting
walking
soaked
in
to
a-
the bone.
Arrow formation.
Hey, nice. It does get a little. It does get a little harder. Oop.
Oh.
It was loud. Sorry. And you
Uh,
do hear some distant thunder. Maybe.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Scoots closer to Groger.
Wow, that sounds so cool. All right.
Mhm.
oh, that sounds so good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Oh,
stick
character,
my
that's
tongue out.
awesome.
Like,
Why do we
Drinking
still
some
not
water.
have like a carriage or something? Oh wait, we
'Cause it-
did.
didn't it burn down?
Did it?
With all of our horses and our one men.
I don't remember seeing the wreckage.
Maybe if we're lucky, we can find some travelers and just take their carriage from them.
Wow. That's
Let's
dark.
not.
How many times have you given that suggestion and none still haven't passed by?
That's what I said if we're lucky.
And yeah, we did have a carriage. And yeah, you're right. It didn't burn down about the same time we lost Thale. Now, can we please keep moving?
I haven't stopped walking, whatever.
I have a question, DM.
Yes.
Are there any big leaves around?
Make a perception check for me. Let's do survival. Since
Or even like big mushrooms or anything?
okay, so
Survival. Awesome.
let's see. You guys are on the worser side. So yeah, there is a forest, but go ahead and make a survival check and see if you can find something you're looking for.
Alright, that is a 6 + 8.
And you're looking for big leaves or what else? You said.
Or like a big mushroom or something.
Okay.
Big enough to put over
Something
my
you can
head.
use. Yeah, something to go over
Yep.
your head. Got you. Understood. So, nothing seems to catch your eye. I mean, the trees around here don't really have big leaves or anything, and there are some ferns, but and you might be able to use something that helps you a little bit, but it's not gonna be like a big leaf that you're like, oh, I'm good, umbrella, you know. But you can. There's some ferns that you know some with some broad leaves enough that you could probably use to help you a little bit.
Could I craft them into something?
I don't know. You tell me. What would you
Weave
craft
them
it
together?
into?
Like weave it together to make like a tarp or something.
What would you use to weave them together?
Itself. Kind of like you do with a flower crown.
Oh, like the
Or like
stems and
sticks
stuff?
weaving a basket. Yeah.
What did you roll? Do you remember? Was it
It was
something-
6 + 8.
Okay. So I don't know if you could. You wouldn't be able to weave them together because to make a leaf that broad, the stem of it's pretty thick, so it wouldn't be pliable enough to like weave together. But you could find a way to like take a couple of them and maybe just hold the stems together, so they kind of make more of a fan shape, and so it'd be broader that you could put over you. Yeah.
Yeah. Because the logic is like seeing nets and like baskets and other stuff being weaved.
Yeah, but
the
all of
knowledge
those-
that it holds stuff.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh,
so
okay.
it's like
Yeah.
yeah. The thought process is like okay, if you can weave together a basket and it holds stuff, that means that there's very little holes for things to get through. So it's almost like a reverse. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, reversing it in her head. She's like, wait a minute.
So you just have to grab some stuff and craft it on the way. So
Yeah. So not in the knowledge of what an umbrella is, but the idea of like, if a basket can hold things, that means there's very little holes. So if I reverse that, maybe it'll keep me dry. I don't know.
worth a shot, and you craft something, and it works mostly, but it is water
Okay.
and it still finds its way through every once in a while. But
Mm-hmm.
it's better than it was.
Okay.
All right. So, you guys spend a day traveling, and you do notice it is very strange that there is one road and one river, main road that goes from Opahast up to Ardenrun. And you guys have been traveling for a while, and there has been nothing but one boat going through. You haven't seen anybody else, no carriages, no other people on this road, no other boats, nothing.
Curious.
Not a single
curious.
one?
Not a single one, other than the one boat you guys saw.
One boat that
So.
we. Oh, the from the day before.
Yeah,
Oh.
the ones that you flag down and then change your mind.
Ah.
Yeah.
The Uber we canceled. Yeah.
Okay. So, is there anything else you guys want to do for the rest of the day, or are we going on to the nighttime since it's just been a day of travel?
Yeah, nothing from me.
No particular interest, so yeah, keep going.
Okay. well,
Nothing here.
So, nighttime comes, and you guys are. It is still raining. You guys have been drenched, walking for hours and hours and hours in the rain. No people, nothing that you've seen other than some other wildlife, and trees and a river. That's about it. Just sloshing around in the muck. It's,
So we're covered in mud.
and it's really starting to drain you guys. I mean, you guys have been through a lot already, and just to be stuck in this type of weather it's exhausting, emotionally as well. After a day's worth, but you guys, how are you guys gonna make it camp? What would you like to do?
Do we have anything to make shelter?
I don't know. Do you? You guys have to look in your inventory, see what you got. Oh, I forgot, but somewhere along the way, a little bit of magic appears next to you.
Aw. Head pats.
So make I need you to make a perception check for me.
We could try and tie our bedrolls together.
That could work. I have rope.
Naoda,
Sorry, what?
I need you to roll a perception check for me.
Okay.
Does anybody else have any ideas while she's doing that on what are you guys gonna do for camp?
I gave the suggestion of tying bedrolls together.
Yeah, I was saying other than that.
What's the terrain like?
So, the terrain that you guys are on, you have a forest that's a little bit a ways off, and you guys are close to a river where you're on a road that drops off into a river. It's about 15-20 feet here, drop off into the river, and between the road and where the tree line is, it's about a 50-60 foot in between. It's pretty marshy.
Okay, question, geography. On the map, are we still on the west side of the river? We haven't crossed over the river
Yes,
yet?
correct.
Okay.
Correct.
And we're closer
What'd
to
you
the
get?
river than to the tree lines.
Well, I mean, that's up to you guys, but I know your initial plan was to just
On
stick
the
close
road.
to the river. Yeah.
Ugh.
What did you roll, Yoda?
Nat 1 plus 4.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. You give your new friend some head pats. Does anybody else have any plans for making a camp, or are you guys just gonna camp in the rain?
I don't think I. Goma, do you have any spells that we can use for shelter? I don't think I could find any in the book.
Spells for shelter?
While I'm asking him, I'm taking out my rope and handing it to Neelon since he had the suggestion about the bedrolls. I got no bedrolls.
I don't have any bedrolls either.
I'm gonna hand Neelon my bedroll. And also assist him.
I will also contribute both bedroll and as much assistance as possible.
Okay,
Same.
so I'm not great with this. If someone has better hands than I do, we can take these corners and tie them together. And
I know.
My mom used to sew for a living. I could give it a shot.
I'm going to cast my Maki hand so I can go help him with little details that he needs for tying stuff up.
first, let's get away from the river and try and get some tree cover.
Is it chase me, or does it look like we might get wetter if we go inland?
Well, here's the thing. If we have some tree cover, that blocks out some of it. We sit and put the bedrolls together, that'll block more of it. The worst we got to worry about is the stuff that's already on the ground, so we can kind of deal with that. Actually, let's... how many bedrolls do we have in total? Because I've got one.
You have 3
I have
right
one.
now with... Okay, 4.
I have one.
Although I don't know about the size of cases. I
Question.
don't know about
question.
the size of Neotas, I mean.
It's normal size. Though and this is just because I'm getting soaked. What's gonna happen once those are all wet? Is that gonna make it harder to carry, or?
In the morning, we can wring them out and let them dry in the sun. It'll be fine. But for
Okay.
now...
If there's
Well,
sun
there's no
after
sun in the
this.
morning.
Yeah, that's if the weather gnome decides to be nice.
I thought I was the pessimist. Okay. So help me tie these together, and he'll try and get corners together for the bedrolls and kind of tie them together to kind of try and make one big blanket. There's going to be gaps, but
All right.
and then we can try and tie those up to the trees.
I'll try and help. Is there a skill check for this?
Hey, I have a question,
Yeah,
DM.
it's a survival skill check. Go ahead.
For those gaps, would I be able to cast armor of Agathes to put little ice spots right there?
Ice spots where?
Kind of putting the armor to close the gaps instead of on myself.
Negative.
All right.
That's interesting, though. Good thought process. I like it.
Survival? 30?
Yes, survival.
Plus-
Correct.
Okay.
And since I'm helping dictate, can I give him advantage on that?
Hey, that works. Go for it.
Oh, wait, what? You're trying to give me advantage?
Yeah, because I'm not good with tying stuff together. I'm not great with using my hands, but at least I can kind of okay, we can try this, or this could go there, and that sort of thing.
Okay. I'm trying to tie it. Got my right hand and my mage hand trying to do it, and it's like slipping and not as dexterous. Okay, you know what? All right. Just bring up, grab my staff, casting Unseen Servant again. All right, do what he tells you.
Huh? Oh, that works. So we're tying these together and and eventually once we get the 4 bedrolls like tied together and fanned out. All right, let's take some rope, tie them to these ends, and get them on the trees. And Rodon, can I borrow your staff or your,
Alright, so,
your quarterstaff?
So you were trying to give Gomo advantage, but I think he's trying to do the opposite and give you advantage.
Okay. So am I
you can
rolling
go
now?
ahead. Yeah, you can go ahead and roll.
That's a 9 flat. I don't
With
do well with it.
advantage? Wow.
Yes, that is a 5 and a 9. No pluses.
Oh, I didn't put that in the map layer. Crap. Okay, so after quite some time of working together and try to get this working, you get something up. It seems to be holding a lot of the rain out. It is slowly pooling in some areas, but it is holding, and there's less rain underneath it. If that's the plan.
No, that is not the plan, actually.
What was the plan then? Misunderstood.
Essentially, it was just going step by step. So time to the trees, and then grab Rodon's staff or quarterstaff, if he'll allow me, to prop it up so that we can essentially make a tent.
Begrudging allowal.
Oh, you're gonna have the staff in the middle and then the other stuff around it. Got you.
Yeah, pretty much. So it'll hold up in the middle, and then it'll fan out and hopefully let rain kind of like wash off the sides instead of pooling up and falling on us.
Understood. Okay, well,
and then because I pointedly said someone with someone who's good with their hands, I'm gonna annoyingly look at the other 3 like, you could have helped.
Huh?
Out of character,
Ditto face.
maybe I wasn't loud enough. Naota did offer to do it.
Ditto, Rodon.
Yeah.
Hey, who's the other 3? You talking about me too?
No, I mean like canonically, I said that like 3 minutes ago.
all right. Well, looks like it might hold for now. It's not a large tent with the amount of bedrolls you guys have. Was it 3 or 4 for the lot
It
of
was
you?
4.
4.
Yeah. So you have to squeeze together, but might work. Okay, so who's doing watches?
I think we need the fire. Do we have a fire? I was.
They
By
do
the way,
not have
time
a
of
fire.
day.
You make
Time of day.
one in this
It is
freaking-
getting well. It's nighttime now. I mean, that's why I was asking if you guys had
Okay.
anything to do. Otherwise, we'd skip to nighttime. So
Okay.
nighttime.
Well, I can start.
As
fire,
in,
but what
it's
is there
dark.
to burn?
But I mean, yeah, it's very cloudy and lots of rain and stuff. So it's hard to tell.
Let me look in my back, see if I have anything that could
Good luck
burn.
finding any firewood.
Hold on.
This shit never happened in freaking home.
I have a candle. I have oil. I have string. Oh, I have some arrows. We could burn those. That's
I'd prefer
wood.
you with your arrow as opposed to without them.
Well, I have crossbow bolts too.
We're gonna need to figure something out.
Oh, what did we get? Like, try to find something and dump the
Wait
oil
a
in it and
minute,
burn
I
it.
have an idea.
I'm
You can
crouched
pile some-
sitting next to Rodan and we're both shivering.
It is pretty
We
cold
can
out. I mean, it was
find
cold. It was
some-
cold before, but now you're soaked.
If we can
How's
find some wood, maybe able to strike it with lightning.
I
can-
don't mind
I
going
can
out and looking
start
for wood.
Fire.
Oh, I have some dry cloth soaked in light oil.
Just gather any wood, soaking or not, anything that looks like it would be good firewood if it was dry. Just find some.
I'm gonna go look for some wood.
What are you doing without
Como.
a shirt?
Gomo, Magic is kind of going up next to you and curling up and also shivering.
Oh, Jesus, your son.
It's just I'm sandwiched by two lizards.
Yeah.
I have a
Nice.
small fire in my hand, using my cantrip, produce flames.
Nice.
It's tiny
Um,
though. It's very. It's basically just candlelight at best.
I'm
Maybe
gonna
a little
look
bit
for
better.
some wood also.
Maybe a small torchlight, I guess.
Okay. Whoever's looking for wood, go ahead and make a survival check.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
That's a 15 plus 4, 19.
Mine's an 8 plus 2, 10.
She got distracted by his glistening muscle.
Yep.
Couldn't find any wood.
I'm just looking at the wet, shirtless Groger.
She kind of stopped and started looking for a different kind of wood.
Here,
Oh my
I
God.
found something.
I found something hard.
Gomo.
God.
Oh, wow. Both Gomo and Neoda, you're both suddenly feeling very sick.
Straight to horny jail.
All right. So, Groger and Lily come back. Groger with some decent firewood. Lily with some wood. Doesn't look like it'd be very good. She probably pulled it out of a puddle or a river. It's drenched.
Yep. Okay, so do you want me to douse this stuff in oil?
No. Oil, if you want to add, you can add it later. It's wet. If we light it like this, it's gonna make a lot of smoke. Okay. All right. Anybody have any sand?
Any what?
Sand. Or anything. Just dust, something dry. Little particles.
I have makeup.
How like squishy is the ground under us?
Pretty squishy. It's very marshy land.
Okay.
I have like these cosmetics that are pretty powdery.
Right. Do they? Okay, so DM, out of character. What I'm looking for is sand because I need that for it's a material component for destroy water.
I mean, yeah, you were asking them, so I wasn't saying anything. But if you'd like
Yeah.
to look, you can roll survival.
No, I'm not looking for it. I'm asking others to provide it. I don't have the mental capacity. Would
Anybody?
makeup
Anybody?
powders be sufficient to substitute for sand?
You could try it.
Give me.
Okay, here you go. Don't use
Just
all
need
of
a
it.
tiny bit. I just need a tiny.
Okay, here you go.
Okay, I'm gonna pinch a little bit. I'm gonna try and cast Destroy Water using it as the material component. I take a little bit of powder, start rubbing it in my hand. Anything? Is anything happening?
You don't happen to have a coin on you, do you? Roll a d4.
I do have a coin.
Oh, flip a coin. Heads it works, tails it does not.
Oh no.
That's heads.
There you go.
Oh.
It worked.
Okay. Destroy Water. Centered around where the campfire, I guess, would be, kind of thing, and including the makeshift. I don't know what this is. Roof.
Tent, yeah.
Tent thing.
Yeah. How
It's 30 feet.
big is the
30
area?
feet cube.
All right, so it's interesting, you guys. He does this spell, and you see it's just raining all around it, and all of a sudden, it's just he casts it, and it's just for a split second there is devoid of water around the tent in all directions. That you just see, it's just there's no water there for a second, and the sound of the rain on the tent stops for just a brief second, and then it starts again. But everything underneath the tent is dry.
Does that include us?
If you're
Should.
underneath the tent, yes.
Oh,
That's a
finally.
failure.
I'm gonna chuck the weird
Been saving
shitty
that. I could
basket
only do it
thing.
once. All right, now wood campfire. All right. Make sure it won't cause too much, smoke or something. And we are under the tent. It's I don't know how good of an air circulation we're gonna have in here.
Lightning
We
breath
don't have
on the
any.
on the
Oh.
wood pile.
And
We don't have
as-
any walls.
At the same time. Wait, you're just gonna do it right away? Lightning bolt?
Yeah,
So he
I have no better idea. He just needs fire now, and
not even waiting. All right.
Let me put the
I've
wood
seen
down
it do this
first.
before. Let's do it.
No, so it's wood is still in Groger's arms.
I thought everybody put it on a pile, and that's how you.
Yeah, that's what I
tried it.
thought.
Like, yeah.
Was that said?
no, it wasn't.
No.
Okay, fine. As soon as they drop it, he will do it on the
Rewind. All
pile.
right, what's happening?
No, it's fine. He could just
So-
immediately see the wood and just.
As soon as
So
the
he does
first
that.
wood-
So he zaps the wood, and it scares the crap out of you, and magic startles and kind of like jumps back. But and it hits. You see the lightning right in your arms, Groger. Hit the wood, but it doesn't catch fire. You see smoke, but there's no fire.
Wow.
What was
fan
that?
it to like is, like, is there
Dramatic.
any kind of anything to fan and make it like burn?
No, it doesn't have there's no smoldering anything. It's just
Ah,
like
damn.
where it landed. There's like a black mark, and then there was a little bit of smoke. That was
Okay,
about
well
it.
let me just set it down
Wow.
under the
Hold on,
tent.
careful with that thing. You murdered
We
something
get
with
it.
that.
We get it. I'm cold too. Just give it a second.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
Have you-
Just.
You're so dramatic, Rodan.
It is cold. How are you not
try
cold?
being
I have my cloak.
cold-blooded.
I have my cloak.
The only thing that's bothering me is that I'm wet.
I've
Cold
had
is a
my hood
problem.
up this whole time. I'm not that wet.
Okay, well, the dryness is helping. All right, come on. I'm gonna try to help set the campfire up, like prop the little wood blocks.
Yep. Setting them
Having difficulty Unseen servant, you do it.
All right. So
This whole time, Nealon's just been off to the side, arms crossed, one eyebrow raised.
I want to be able to do that.
So
What's
this little
stopping you?
campfire is made without the fire
Like to
in front of you.
create bonfire.
There you go. So now you have
Boom.
a little campfire.
Well, probably
It's burning underneath this tent.
produce flame would have been better. Either way, doesn't matter. It's lit.
Well, and we're dry.
You know what? I'm sticking to my original decision. Create bonfire. It would have been a very big burst of flame at first, like almost 5 foot radius, and then it's only gonna settle on the campfire that can burn. Or if there was anything else too close, it might have gotten singed. Sorry,
You
not
mean
sorry.
the entirety of cloth surrounding the party and the tent?
I mean,
Lily's like,
it's
I
right
have my
now,
cloak.
but
And then it got a little,
I had a
close to the fire and singed.
I had a cloak and clothes.
no.
Great, now we're all gonna be naked.
Now
just
you're
like
as
Kroger.
topless as Kroger was.
Again.
No. All right.
Okay, I want to learn how to do that because that's very useful.
The fire? No, I wouldn't trust you. with the
No,
fire.
no.
Oh.
The unseen servant. Hold on, let me see if it's here in the book.
Okay. You're gonna open the book and search for it.
Yeah.
Boy, gotta pull up your thing. I forgot to pull that up this time.
Oh.
Um,
DM, I just realized the unseen servant might have to roll reflex save. Against because it was saying create bonfire, you need to roll a dex save or take 1d8 fire damage. But unseen servant HP is 1. So
I would just say that your unseen servant is no longer there.
or a faint wispy scream.
Okay.
I didn't know the thing could feel pain.
Lily, will you roll a d20 for me, please?
D20. Got it.
Fire is good.
3.
You don't see anything in the book as you're going through it at the moment that seems like it would be the same thing as what Gomo cast.
Okay, I guess I can't do it.
I mean,
Oh.
from what you have seen in the past, there are ways of using magic to make things happen, but you don't see anything as you're flipping through it that's, telling you how to cast a spell. But you could always use the book to try, but it's up to you.
I don't want to.
You can
But I'm,
certainly
like-
try.
I kind of want to, but at the same time, I'm like literally like around everybody, and if things go wrong. Oopsie.
Oopsie, I guess we're rolling new character sheets.
I'll do it next time.
Okay.
TPK deferred.
Next time. We'll get them next time, boys.
Yeah, we'll see.
So, where are we heading now?
To bed.
To Opal course.
That's what we've been doing. That's why we've been traveling.
After that?
After
shot.
that, we'll figure it out after we get to Opal Hall safely.
So is everybody like warm now, or is everyone still cold?
I mean, the
Well,
air
you're
outside is
dry.
chilly. Yeah, you're dry. There's a fire around you. You're feeling warmth from the fire, but it's still a cold, rainy, wet night.
Mm. Mhm.
Is Rodon
North of
still
Opal House
not doing great?
Sucks.
I'm gonna say that's a no.
Yeah.
And also, Magic is pretty close to the fire, kind of just curled up.
I mean, it would be like sitting next to the heater in a cold winter
Mhm,
night, and
for
you
a
have
cat.
all your windows and doors open, basically.
All right.
See, the funny thing is, I, as a person, like that.
Oh yeah.
Rodon, as a cold-blooded being, absolutely does not.
Hmm. Well, I have an idea, and we used to do this at home. I don't know if any of you are going to be a fan of it, but whenever it got too cold, because we weren't able to use fire a whole lot, it was basically just a sleep pile.
You want us to sleep on top of each other?
More or less, or at least close enough.
Some
The
of
people
us
that
are
are most
heavier than
effective
others.
in the middle.
I said some of us are heavier than others.
Well, it's not directly on top, but close enough. The more affected in the middle. I don't know. It works at home.
Hmm. I'm dozing off. Hmm.
It sounds like a smart idea, but I'm all right. I'd rather not.
That scared me.
You're welcome.
I'm really liking this new sound.
It's awesome.
All right. So, what's the plan, guys? Everybody going to sleep? Is anybody going to stay and watch? What's going on?
I'll take first watch.
All right.
Is I've been part of missions with worse weather, so this isn't affecting me any.
I'm gonna curl up with Magic. Try to keep Magic warm at least.
All right. So we have Neelon's gonna take first watch. Is anybody gonna watch with him, or is he doing it solo? How about second and third watch?
I will take the next watch after him.
So I'm waking up Groger.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take last watch.
Also, I'm going to give Rodon the quilt,
Thank you. Thank you.
and I'll sit next to him. So it's I'll holding Magic while I sit close to Rodon.
In Draconic,
It's not much,
that
but
fucking thing have to be right next to me.
it's as cold as you are.
You didn't hear that. He's mumbling in Draconic.
No, I'm answering as me. I'm like, it's as cold as you are.
Make a perception check for me, please, Naoda. Oh,
Nothing.
what'd you roll?
2 4.
That's so funny. So funny. Okay. So, everybody gets ready for sleep in the lovely, crisp, cold air. Neelon,
You're welcome, guys. Yes.
first watch.
Perception check.
Yes, please.
All right. That is a 14 flat.
All right. Where'd my? Why am I always losing? I should learn from Liliola or Angel and separate my dice.
Yes, all my dice are separated.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Hey, I rolled a 69.
Nice.
The magic
Nice.
number.
Okay.
Oh, pardon me.
Bless you.
So,
Bless you.
Bless you.
Salud.
as you're taking your first watch and everybody is sleeping and you guys are huddled in this tent with this fire, trying to stay warm. You hear footsteps around you,
Ooh.
just for a second, and then they stop. And then you hear it again, and then they stop.
Can I discern which way they're coming from?
You can. And then you can tell they sound like they're trying to be stealthy, but there's not a lot of cover in the direction they're coming from. Give me a second so I can get to my map here. So they'd be coming from the direction of the river, and you guys kind of went inland a little bit to set up your tent.
Okay.
So they'd be coming from inland, or from the riverside a little bit. And do you want to do anything, or you just kind of watching?
For the moment, I'm watching. If I happen to catch a glimpse of anyone within, like, basically within my dark vision, closing in on the camp, then I'll react then. But for now, I'm not going to worry too much about it.
Okay.
So my dark vision is 60 feet, just to reiterate.
Yep. All right. So, after a little while goes by, you hear some rustling from some bushes near some trees that are across this little clearing that you guys are near, and it is within your vision. So you would see some rustling, but you can't make out any person or any beast or anything there. But you can definitely make out that something is moving. And then, as you're kind of watching, all of a sudden, 4 people come rushing out of it, running towards you.
Once they get 30 feet away from me, I'm gonna cast Misty Step to fall in behind them and go, I wouldn't do that.
There we go. It wasn't planned for me, but it's planned. You guys hear that?
Yes.
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 Okay, great. So
Yep.
as you do that, you do scare them, and they kind of like, while they were like running in your direction, they kind of like stop to turn around and look at you, but they're still backtracking away from you towards the camp. You definitely scared them.
So I'm just sitting on the ground, up against a tree. I see them come in, and now I'm on my feet with my sword drawn.
Okay. Make an intimidation check for me.
Oh yes! I can do something with that.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus!
Intimidation, I got a +8. Whew! That's an 8 + 8, 16.
Okay.
Damn, it was almost a 20.
Oh, pretty close.
Natural one. Okay. So yeah. So as you do that, and they backtrack from you a little bit, you can see now, like you're so close to them that they're all like, their eyes are so wide and they're so scared. They probably would have peed their pants, but you can't tell because it's raining. And all this commotion. They're screaming and they were charging when they were screaming. It would have woken you guys up. So everybody is seeing now.
So it was like a turned into
Yeah.
a
Exactly.
Ah!
So you guys all woke up.
What's
and you guys
going
are seeing,
on?
You're seeing the backs of 4 individuals, and they're looking the opposite way of you.
Lily,
For the moment.
Don't make me cast silence again.
I know, like,
What?
oh, he told me to be quiet?
No, he's just saying in general, like.
Oh,
Why
Oh,
would
you're
you
being
think
quiet.
that?
Before
What the?
who are those
That was
people?
that landing was really close.
Before anything else happens, I want to try one thing. I want to pop a divine sense and go, boo. Like, if these guys are really fucking scared, I just want to try and give them one little minor heart
Just
attack. and see if
icing
they
on the
fuck
cake.
off. So my eyes flash bright white, and you just hear them go, boo.
And with that, they just, let's get out of here, and they take off, and they start running away from you guys.
Huh? Neil just looks confused at the situation.
So when you guys were looking over at the backs of the people, you didn't see Neelon, and then as they run away, you see him there now, facing where they were.
Again, still confused at the situation.
You're
Good
fine.
job, Neelan. Good job.
Thanks.
Good job. What do you mean good job? Why'd you wait?
Just go back to sleep.
Go back to sleep. We're fine.
My sleep is
And-
now Are they responsible for this?
Just go to sleep. Go to sleep. There. I'm gonna pat his head. There.
I'm awake
Go to sleep.
now.
Do they have a carriage?
Wait, did they have a
Actually,
carriage?
wait.
Well, did you not just
Do
hear?
they
I don't
have
know
horses?
if you guys heard that. Yeah, they did.
Hold
You heard
on.
that in the distance.
I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get up and start running for
Yeah,
him.
same. I'm going for him.
Out of character, I thought we weren't murder hobos.
Fuck that.
Hold on,
Rodan
I
woke
heard the
up,
horses
mumbled
and I got
shit,
up and took
and
off running towards it.
Same.
Oh
Same.
god, I'm running after
I'm
So
using
Lily
my
was-
tracking.
So Lily had Gomo in her arms and was petting him, and then suddenly, boom,
Yep.
drops him and just goes
Dropped your
darting
ass.
out.
Yep.
Okay.
At this commotion, Rodan wakes up, mumbles a bit, falls right back asleep.
Okay, I'm awake now.
I would have gently put down magic next to Rodon, but I am running after Lily using my
You
tracking
guys are all
skills.
soaked again.
That's
And
fine.
I'm
I-
running
I
after
see
Where?
them running away. Where are they? Where are the guys?
They got on their horses and they took off.
It was
I don't know how
literally
you
only
didn't catch up to
seconds
them.
ago.
They were on horses.
Yeah,
Oh, they
what
were
you
on
heard was
horses,
them
yeah.
getting on the horses and taking
And
off.
then taking
Ah.
off. Okay, so
Yeah.
the moment. So how many seconds was that?
It had to have been at least 25, 30 seconds.
Oh, come on! No. You know why I'm
Well, I mean,
asking.
it was poof. I wouldn't do that. Boo, and then them taking off.
No,
and
I'm just
getting
trying
on
to
their
figure out
horses,
how
so.
much, how far they would have gotten.
Yeah,
since
same.
Lily dropped me.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to drop you that like that. I
It
forgot.
was literally
I forgot you were in
seconds.
my arms.
I was gonna dimension door to them. That's why why I was asking.
Oh.
Are they that far?
I don't know. How
Well, you
far
have to
away were
think.
their horses? I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know where they were, how far away they were. It took about, like I said, 25, 30 seconds for all of that to happen. Like when they started running, between them running and then hearing the horses.
Oh, that
And
was
then-
25 seconds from them taking off where our camp was to when the horses went.
Yeah,
Why
when
am
you
I so
heard the
bad with
horses.
math?
Yeah, and it's been a couple of seconds since then. Yeah.
Ah,
Out of character,
dang it.
this is why we can't be critical role.
Why? What do you
Mighty Nine
mean?
would have beaten their asses and taken their horses.
That's
Well, I mean,
funny.
that also shouldn't be a thing we strive to. But
Wow.
um,
Yeah. So, anyways,
you hit a
that
Hold
happened.
on.
No!
How far? How far are they within arrow distance?
You
Oh
can't
my
see them.
gosh.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, by the time
Yeah.
the horses happened,
Yeah.
it seems like they were definitely out of our dark vision and already gone.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe Neota with her 120 feet would have been able to see maybe, possibly, them get on horses, but then they took off after that too. So
Okay.
I'm gonna let this
I'm
go.
gonna walk-
Uh,
I'm gonna walk back all sad.
But I was so
Um,
ready to just math this thing.
right.
I'm
Because
gonna plop back down next to Como. Like,
look, 30 seconds, it still would have been only 150 feet away, moving at 30 feet. If they were running with twice speed, that's still only 300 feet. Anyways. Moving on.
I'm gonna plop down
I'm
next to Como and be like,
grumpy now.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to drop you. I was trying to get us the horses.
I'm wet again. Ugh.
Deal with it.
Your fault.
the rain
Oh.
picks
Well,
up. Gets,
Now it's getting worse.
We could have used those horses.
To do what? We would have been in the rain anyways.
I would have been
Well, at least
going
we would have
faster.
traveled faster tomorrow. Maybe we would have reached Opalhas or. Yeah.
At the same time, we also didn't get mugged because Neon scared them away.
You're welcome. Now go back to sleep, everyone.
Thank you.
I mean, those guys didn't get mugged by us.
Well, they also, kept their lives, so...
All right, next
Wait,
time.
to kill them.
Whoa! You were gonna kill them?
they didn't lose any limbs.
I wasn't going to kill them. I have money.
Dead people don't need stuff.
Yeah, next time we're under attack and I'm able to get to them first, I'll go ahead and behead them or something next time, so that way we can make sure to get their stuff. Would that be better?
Sounds good.
Does that sound like it's a sarcasm, or is he being half freaking serious?
Oh no, he's being fully sarcastic. He's
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
this whole thing is kind of
Just-
pissing him off.
So Naota's gonna take that seriously. She'd be like,
That's-
actually, yeah.
No.
No.
And also, as soon
Yeah.
as Lily says, like, I wasn't gonna kill him, I have money, Goma's gonna turn immediately towards where the guys ran off to and yell out with aid from Minor Illusion, "She has money, come back!"
No!
It was worth a shot.
I'm gonna punch Gomer in the
Uh,
shoulder.
DM, how's the rain situation? Is our makeshift shelter blocking it sufficiently still, or?
So as you go back to get comfortable in this tent, it's leaking. It's working a little bit, but it is definitely leaking, especially with how hard it's raining now. But your campfire's still going. So there's that.
Would you look at that?
All right. So, Neelon, the rest of your shift seems to go about as good as it can, given the weather predicament you're in.
I'm not going to wake up Groger just yet. I'll actually probably take about half of the next shift and then wake him up.
All right. So, you wake up Groger. Groger, it is your shift. Would you please roll a perception check for me?
Oh boy, my favorite.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, I can't wait to roll low.
New character voice, hello?
Yeah, what did you do to Panda?
Sounds like a fun
That's a
character.
12 flat.
12 flat. Okay. So, in this pouring rain, as you're sitting there contemplating why have you been cursed with this downpour, it's soaked, freezing cold, you see a light. And it kind of slowly moves by the tree line. And then it moves back. But it's not in a steady motion. It's moving around and gets faster and slower. And as you're watching it,
Can I?
go ahead.
I was like gonna see if I could discern like what, like, is it just like, can I discern if it's like a light source, like coming from something like a torch, or is it just like I just see that there's light coming from somewhere? Like, can I see like the actual source of the?
You already rolled your perception check.
Okay.
So, I mean, you can make out that it is emitting light. Things that it gets close to, like a tree, does light up for a second. So it is emitting light, whatever it is. And it
I'm watching it.
goes back and forth for a little bit and moves around, and then seems to go back into the forest. And that's it. Leaves you guys alone.
I'm suspicious, but I'm not gonna chase after it. I'm just gonna stay put and just continue keeping an eye out, see if it comes back or not.
As your shift rolls on through the night, the rain does seem to slow down. There's one of the makeshift bedrolls seems to be bowing down quite heavily. It's getting filled with water.
Can I like get the water off of it? Like, can I, without like compromising the whole tin?
What do you want to try?
So like, is it just like it's like dipping like inward?
Yeah, it's
the
bowing
water.
inwards. Yep.
Fuck. I want to just try to like gently push it upward and have the water like disperse away, so it's not just building in that spot, because I don't want it to collapse. But
Okay.
like, I just want to move the water so it, yeah. I don't know if I'm making sense.
Yeah. So, you take the time to try to do that carefully so you don't ruin anything. Will you,
No.
yes. Yes, you will.
No.
Roll.
No.
Yes, roll a survival check for me.
Oh, fuck.
Stop
I'm
making
just,
me
let me
laugh
just
so
say a
much.
quick prayer for me and for Groker. Oh, God. Okay.
Do it.
Do it. You can do it.
That's plus survival, right?
Yeah.
14 plus 4, 18.
Hey,
Yeah.
see, you're
There you
fine.
go.
So you're able to get the water
We'll
out.
see.
No problem.
Okay, good.
And also without waking anybody up.
Yay.
All right. So, did you want to wake up the next person? Or, since Neelon did half of your shift, you could try to wait out the rest of it? Or what do you want to do?
Am I aware that he took half my shift? Or did he just wake me up and, like,
That's true. That's a good point.
would Neelon tell me, like, that he took half my shift? Or
Nope,
did he just
your
wake
turn.
me up and was, I gotta fuck. So as far as he knows, he's end of his shift, but he's gonna, like, peek in at Lily. I don't know how she's, like, sleeping or...
Wet.
Giggity.
Not that kind of wet.
What?
yet.
Yes, it is.
Yet.
Wow! I just heard that.
To complete this game. When I'm not dying of embarrassment. But so she just looks like she's sleeping, but like uncomfy and cold and stuff.
Yeah, she's next to the fire in Gomo. That's about it. Just sleepy.
I think even though everybody was like not partial to the idea of crowding together, I think that's pretty much how everybody ended up, is crowding together.
So I knew that's basically what was gonna end up happening. He's not gonna bother her. He's just gonna keep watch.
Yes.
He's gonna let her rest.
All I've been doing is sleeping.
Well, it doesn't look very comfortable, and he just wants to make sure you get as much rest as possibly can.
That is not true. You yelled at some people on horses. You have not always only been sleeping.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna wake her. I'm just gonna keep watch.
All right. So as you look, you notice that Magic is curled up on top of Rodon.
Oh no. Cause oh god, dilemma. Like I see them like, oh, but then I realize, Rodon's still not fond of magic, and it's like, should I move him so he doesn't wake up and have like an issue? Oh god. Ugh. Where's Streyorea? Like, is she
Neil?
somewhere in the hosh posh mess of people sleeping?
I don't imagine it's that close together, considering everybody's
like not on
hesitant, so I
top
think
of each
it's-
other,
yeah.
but I do feel that like just by moving around and just trying to stay warm, it has been like not on top of each other, but pretty close.
Since the fire is in the middle. She'd be close to like Rodon and whoever, because she was close to Magic, so that just makes sense.
Yeah, Magic started off close to Naota, and then eventually
But then she got wet.
made his way over to Rodon.
I kind of want to just scoot magic closer to the Neota, away from Rodan, so Rodan doesn't like potentially go like because magic's right there.
Excuse me.
I don't know how I can do that without waking him, but I want to try to just I'm gonna just move you a little closer to Neota. This might be terrible, but
Make an animal handling check.
oh fuck up. Do I even have that skill? Can I even? Yeah, +0. That's what I thought. This is gonna. Oh boy. Let's see what this turns out to. Fuck! That's a nat one!
Oh my god.
Did you just drop the baby?
No! I swear. Please, DM. Please, no.
No, he just accidentally.
He's just shooting him. No!
He just accidentally
Punch
punched Rodon.
I'm just shooting him! I didn't pick him up! I'm not dropping any baby! I'm just scooting him! That's it, just a little
No,
Yeah, so you just punched him.
He just accidentally punched Rodon picking up the baby. Yeah, that's
I'm
fine.
leaving that to the DM to decide.
No!
Do it. Punch him.
So
No!
you go to pick up Magic.
Push! Not pick up! He's scooting! Scoot! What the?
So
Not
as you go to scoot Magic, you scratch the crap out of Rodon.
Of course I do. Oh, but
And
he
you
didn't know
scoot Magic, and Magic ends up like slowly starts sliding, and then eventually starts like sliding off Rodon onto the ground. Plop, hits the ground.
No!
Magic wakes up, kind of like looks around sleepily, sees Neota, walks over, and then lays down again.
Okay. I like. So wait. Okay, Magic wakes up, but I'm sorry. Did you say Rodon?
Rodon probably should have, considering you just scratched the crap out of him.
Oh, I scratched him.
Yeah.
He's cold and very
nails!
lethargic. It's not doing
With
much.
what nails?
Hey, I've been scratched by things that you'd be like, "How did that even scratch me? Why am I bleeding?"
Yep,
You
same.
know,
Uh-huh.
why am I missing a finger? I don't know.
No, God. I ate it.
Push the baby.
Rodon is very cold and lethargic, so he's not actually going to wake up.
I've been spared. Like, but Groger realizes, like.
That being
well,
said, if
do I-
DM wants to make me roll for damage, I'll do that.
No, you're fine. It's alright. Yeah, it's right. It's not that big of a deal.
I love how the stream has turned into like torment pin and see how loud she can scream.
Yeah, I haven't even reached my full potential. Just you wait.
You're only 2% of your screen.
I'll shake the earth and everything will shut off. Armageddon will begin.
So the rest of your night goes pretty smooth. After the light, I'd say, yeah, between the light and Magic debacle, you're fine. And getting the rain off the roof. So by morning, yes, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I just wanted to ask, how bad is that scratch? Like, is it bleeding or is it just like light?
It's just a light scratch. It looked like it bled for just very, very little.
I'm gonna tear off more of my belt and just wrap it.
Oh my god.
You're gonna be naked by the time we get to Oklahoma.
You have no belt left.
I was like, you don't have any clothes left. What is holding up your pants?
I have pants. I have my pants. My shirt's the one that's gone.
Those pants are gonna
For
turn
how
to shorts
long?
real quick.
I was gonna
I
say
still
for how
have
long?
my belt. My belt is long. I have a long cloth belt, and I only used part of it for Lily's nose back when it was bleeding, and I haven't used it since, so there's still some left. It's fine. Oh god, I spit everywhere. Ew. Ew.
All right, well,
But yes.
You use your cloth to try to wrap it around where you scratched Rodon. Or at least try to bundle it up to stop bleeding and everything. But if you're going to wrap it all the way around him, it's going to take the rest of your belt.
Will my pants stay up?
Have to find out, I guess.
Oh God! And I as a player am like, yeah, let's not do it. But Groker, bless his little heart.
Suddenly, Lily stirs awake because she feels a disturbance in the force.
She feels a disturbance in the thirst.
You can't hear Ace, but she fucking died. That's fine. I'll hold. No. He's not thinking about it. He's gonna use his club. And he's just gonna hold up his fucking knees. Oh. Character player conflicts. I'm screaming right now, but he's just like, oh, I should. This is the right thing to do. Fucking.
All right, well,
He's gonna use his cop belt, tie it up,
Sounds
and then he's
good.
just gonna hold his pants.
all right. So, daytime comes. The rain is just a light drizzle. No more thunder. And you guys, as a group, start slowly coming to. The ground around you is still soaked, so you guys are still wet from, even if there was none pouring down on top of you, the ground was still soaked, so you still got wet.
Of course it would be raining and muddy after I finally got the bath.
What did you do to anger the weather gnome?
I didn't give him cookies.
What the fuck is this scratch on me?
You wake up with a belt wrapped around you.
What?
That was my fault. I apologize.
How much further do we get to Orperhost?
Ah, the sweet smell of earth.
I'm going to stab her.
Oh my god.
Stab
Rude.
Earth, right? Earth. You're stabbing Earth, right?
Stab earth. Yeah.
Yep, stabbing Earth.
All right, let's keep going. Let's pull down the bed rolls and get those resituated.
The earth stabs you back.
How? I didn't even do anything.
As you stab down, just something, a little ant bites you.
Oh. On what? My shoe?
Nope. It was on your leg.
Ah.
Well, if anything, the more we smell like earth and nature, the harder it is to track for us. So, the harder it is for other people to track us. So, I think this is actually a good thing.
Maki comes out of the bag, dry and clean, and, you know, flipping her little mouse hairs around as she wakes up in the morning.
I swear that mouse is not natural.
She went into her little room in my bag.
Aki's the only dry one in the group.
I hate it.
Sus.
Long rest, by the way, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, wait a minute. Wasn't I supposed to do watch?
You
You're
look like you needed
complaining.
rest. It's fine.
Yeah, Groger, you would not get long rest, but I don't know if that even matters.
Yeah, I got long rest like the night before, so I'm
Yeah.
fine.
I took a bit of an extra long shift after those guys, so blame that on me.
Hold on.
I hadn't noticed.
Wait a minute.
Her belt's missing.
Y'all just see that immediately. Then again,
Wow.
She was definitely looking somewhere to find that.
That's what I was thinking.
Like,
Like he's tall, I'm still on the ground. You know, it's easier to look that way than to look up. I'll hurt my neck.
If you're really that thirsty, just open your mouth and look up.
I was doing that earlier.
He's gonna drown like a chicken.
Yeah, it's a turkey.
That's right, turkey.
I'm gonna goblin something. Anyways, moving on.
I think we should take, it's time we take down this erect tent.
Stop making me laugh. It hurts.
I'm gonna fucking leave. Out of character.
Yeah, someone help me pull these down. Sorry, Rodon,
And then
here's
it's
your
that moment because
quarterstaff.
I go to like, I want to go to
wait.
help, but then I realize I have to hold my pants, and then it hits like, oh, maybe that wasn't a good idea, but it's too late now. So,
If he pulls down the tent, isn't like all the water that collected there just gonna fall on them?
No, because it didn't collect. I made it so that it was pitched. So it would have run off the sides.
Except
plus Groger fixed whatever was collecting earlier, so.
I was just thinking, I know exactly what he was trying to do. I was just going by your guys' roles in the beginning of like how well the tent was made. So
Yeah, so
it
stuff
was
passed
collected,
through,
yeah.
but it was still, the construction was decent.
Yeah,
Was it still raining?
it is. It's just I can turn off the campfire, but it is raining. There you go.
Boy
Now you can hear, right?
All right, let's just go.
A light rain.
Moving on.
All right.
Do this. We're one day closer.
How? Do you think they were following us?
Ooh.
the weather gnome? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
No.
those weather gnomes are being torturous.
The ones from last night.
I don't know, but they shouldn't be bothering us again. Not unless they're very brave or very stupid.
We haven't seen people in a long time, though.
That makes me wonder if they're stationed nearby.
We'll be safer when we get closer to town.
Hmm.
Plus, not seeing people, I consider that a win.
On what we should do over to appease the weather gnomes.
I did nothing to offend them, so.
You
Well,
ate their
that's-
cookies.
What?
Dude,
I
you
did no
don't
such
shut
thing.
up about this weather gnome, I'm gonna bonk you on the head.
Wait, what? Is he talking to both of us?
Yeah.
All right. So same order, traveling order.
I moved Rodon back because he's gonna be a little slow with the cold.
Yeah, I moved away because he can't bonk me this far. 6 feet.
I probably would have headed off
behind because pants.
because pants.
Doesn't.
I have a
Doesn't
very
wanna
good
move
solution
it?
to that.
What do you?
Ban pants.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm saying this as like I know we're supposed to say like, oh, me. No, because I didn't agree with this fucking decision. He is realizing like, oh, like it's slowing him down. He can't really carry anything, but he's not gonna say anything. And I'm just like, Groker, why? But yeah, he's at the back of the pack.
The back of the bus.
We have ropes. You could have just tied his pants together.
I mean, feel free to give him some, because he doesn't have any. So if someone wants to give him some rope to use.
Okay. I would like somebody, other than Neelon, since he rolled last time, to roll a d20 for me.
I'll do it. Oh, okay, never mind.
That's an 18.
Rodan can be blamed for the next misery.
So, as you're traveling, the rain eventually stops. Sun comes out and parts the clouds briefly. Warms you up.
And it starts raining again.
Wait,
No, it stays.
hold up. Before we get too far, are we each carrying our own wet bedroll?
Yeah.
Yep.
If you want me to carry it, I can carry it. That's fine.
No, that was like out of character. I just wanted to make sure that like those got handed back and actually picked up. And
Nope,
so,
you left them
know.
all there. No, of course you picked them up.
Yeah. And I'm saying if somebody doesn't want to carry it, I'll carry it.
Oh god.
The other reason I was asking because I wasn't sure if Gomos was part of the
Gomo doesn't have one
the
either.
pile.
I don't have one.
Yeah, he doesn't have
Oh,
one.
he doesn't? I thought he did.
No.
Okay.
Roger, Rodon,
Oh, yeah, 'cause
Elon,
stuff.
and Nyota.
Okay.
Remember I dumped it all out when we were at Orser. Oh, I could
Right.
come back and try to look for my stuff.
Well, too late now.
Too late now.
All the stuff.
Dang it.
Probably got scavenged anyways.
Maybe.
on your travels and the sun peeking out of the clouds, it does stay overcast for the rest of the day, but no more rain. Your travel is still, for the most part, still muddy and yucky. It rained for a long time, the whole night, so the trail is pretty nasty. But other than that, seems to go pretty smooth. It's just, again, devoid of life almost. It's like you're in this whole place all by yourself. Other than the people that you saw last night, there hasn't been a single person this whole time for the last 2 days of travel.
Hmm.
And as you're getting close to the evening time, you start seeing smoke in the distance, still coming from the southeast. But it doesn't seem like fire smoke. It seems like maybe chimney smoke. There's lots of little puffs.
Is that civilization?
I hope so. I just finished my
Or
last
a trap.
ration.
How far are we from the smoke?
Still a ways out. It would take you a couple hours, but you can start seeing. It's a lot, so you can see it up in the sky.
Yeah, I'm gonna start power walking, when you like moving your arms and your hips.
Lily does the arm and hip movement, power walking, but isn't going any faster, and you guys have no problem keeping up with her. Well, eventually,
Are we there yet?
yes, you are there. The city comes into view, and again, there are no people on the outskirts of the city, which is really weird because usually it's a very busy place.
Wait.
But you do see the city in view. What were you saying, Lily?
The city of Opahast?
City of Opahast.
Or did we cross the river yet?
You did not cross the river yet.
Okay. But we see it in the distance.
Yes, it's a big city, so
Okay.
Is there a bridge
Easy
around
to-
here?
there would be a bridge.
How far?
Not that far. You would be able. You could see it. So you guys can come up to it eventually. Get to the bridge. Cross the bridge.
Let's go! I'm running now.
Deoda's
and as
actually
you get
gonna stop at the bridge.
as you get closer to the bridge, you do finally see other people, and there are guards posted at the bridge.
I've never been so happy to see guards in my life.
Mm,
As you approach the bridge, the guards see you and they go, "Halt! Where did you guys come from? We haven't let anybody out outside of the city for either a week, I think. So
That's why we haven't seen anybody.
where did you come from?"
My
We
mom.
came from the ruin of Warser.
Why
I'm
did I
from-
say that?
So you say that, and the guards kind of like look at each other, like very confused. And they're like,
There was an attack a little while ago. There should have been Order of Bane members as well as members of the church that went to take a look not too long ago. We didn't see anybody there and came this way, hoping to get some rest and, well, figure out what's going on, see where the order went.
"Well, the order came here, which is why we closed off the roads, so no one went there until such time as we could deem it safe. But you're coming from there, so is it safe?"
It was a ghost town.
But are the roads safe? Like, is it safe for travel? You know what? You don't need to tell us. It's fine. Doesn't matter. We have no say in the matter at all. But just curious. Well, you guys look okay, except for whatever that thing is, pointing down at magic. I don't know if that thing should be allowed in the city. With all of the reports are actually, that looks like what we're hearing is
nope,
attacking
not at all. Nope,
people.
nope, not at all.
There's some new information, and some of it is untrue now.
I'm gonna like nudge Rodon as like, your son.
Oh my
You
god!
see that the guards have their
Full
hands
throat
on the
growl, staring at Lily. Just.
So the guards had their hands on their hilts, like looking at the little dinosaur, and then you growl, and then they like step back and look at you, still their hands on their hilts.
My
I
apologies.
need-
My partner speaks nonsense.
I didn't.
I need all of you to take 2 steps back now before you get us in trouble.
Rodon complies.
It was a good plan.
It was not. Please excuse my companions.
Sure. That thing can't come in the city.
It's a pet. It's fine.
That thing is not coming in the city. Not until we know it's safe.
What do we got to do to prove that it's safe?
You take that up with Bristol.
Well, how are we supposed to see Risto? We can't get in there.
Bring him here.
You can go in. It
But that's-
cannot.
Just go. I'll stay here.
Leaving a
No.
baby out in the rain.
Can you send someone to go get Captain Ristel? Tell him Neilon Ash is here to speak with him.
He looks at you for a minute, like he's very upset. Like, really, you're gonna make me do this? And he's like, sure, I'll be right back. And he turns and taps the other guard on the shoulder and walks into town. And eventually, like as he's walking, like into the town, you see another guard passing and coming up to take his place. So there's two guards posted.
Could have cast it as a baby dragonborn, but no.
All right, and if you guys are okay, I'm actually gonna stop it here right at the town because like I my throat's really bothering me. So
Go for it.
Oh, it's
It's
fine.
good.
Yeah.
all right, so
Take
sorry about
care.
that, everybody. I know we started a little
Whatever's
early, and yeah, we didn't really go for that long, but I need to take a break here.
You're
Are
good.
wait? Are we just taking a break, or are we?
No,
stopping?
take a break. No, we're done. My throat needs a break. I should say, like I just need to stop. So
Okay.
Which is totally understandable.
sorry.
All right. So, the usual.
Yes, card. So first off, DM inspiration. If you guys would like to vote, I will put it in Discord. And you guys can vote here.
Unarmed defense. Nah, for Groger, it's unclothed defense.
You guys can vote for who had the best RP you think this session. If they don't have DM inspiration already, they will get DM inspiration. So you can vote there, or you can just use emotes or type it in chat if you like on Twitch. Other than that, we can talk about the card of the day. So, Angel, would you like to talk about that?
Sure, we have the Nine of Cups, or the Nine of Chalices, whatever you want to call it. And this card is usually about like fulfillment and triumph, like recognizing your dreams and stuff like that. But we have it reversed. So with this one, it's got a lot of pessimism in it, a lot of devastation, self-loathing, and just like frustration. Things just not going as planned is what this card represents.
You're welcome.
Wow.
I mean, that's
Just
been
wow.
the last couple of sessions,
That's our.
anyways. I mean,
I was about to
nothing.
say that's our whole campaign.
Yeah, nothing has gone the way you wanted to.
Yeah, but we're not all pessimistic the whole time.
Only when it's raining.
Nice. Well, it looks like the people that voted for Groger.
What? Why?
No pants Groger.
Oh my
They
god.
want to see you without pants. It's unanimous.
No. Well, maybe if I make a Patreon.
I think you're thinking of a different website.
No, it depends.
Only pants.
Onlypants.com.
Only pants.
You mean Zafian's like enemy
Alter
website?
Zafian.
Just boycott the website.
What website? I don't know what you're talking about. It doesn't exist.
It's banned.
Banned website. Okay, well, on that note, is there anything else, guys, that I'm forgetting?
Nope, we should be back on our regular schedule next week.
I really hope so.
Maybe.
Yeah, we'll have to figure that out. Lots of things have been changing. New jobs have happened, all sorts of things. So, but hopefully we'll be able to find something that works and continue. So, so we'll see you guys next Sunday. Yeah. Have a great night. Thanks for joining us.
Bye bye.
Night.
Bye.
Bye, bye, bye.
I don't have anything clever. Bye.